fasten your championship belts because this podcast is unprofessional. Welcome to your weekly home for wrestling reviews, discussion, predictions, and more. This is Unprofessional Wrestling. Here are your hosts, Schwartz, George, and Travis.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite, your mother's favorite, your grandmother's favorite, your great-grandmother's favorite, your great-great-grandmother's favorite, your great-great-great-grandmother's favorite, and even your great-great-great-great-grandmother's favorite wrestling podcast, Unprofessional Wrestling. It's me, it's TRAV, it's Travis, and over there live via satellite, pal, we have Schwartz. I don't know what rhymes with Schwartz, so hey, what's happening over there, Schwartz?
No, sir. Just hunkering down in this beautiful weather.
Yeah, real beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful when I came home and I landed in Minneapolis like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and then you didn't come pick me up. The weather was kind of nice that day. Anywho.
I was sick of dealing with your truck and 7 feet of snow.
Fair enough. Speaking of ridiculous things, my friend Tommy's going away party is on April 18th, but it's during the day, so we're safe. I thought we were screwed, and I texted him just to I don't know, let out my anger on him. And I said, I just want you to know that you planned your going away party on April 18th, which is the day that WrestleMania is. He's like,
yeah.
No, it's just during the day. You'll be fine. I'm like, yes. So we're okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to play a little toughness to our stream.
We'll figure something out. We will. I have confidence. We will figure something out. Yeah, anywho, WrestleMania is only a little over 2 weeks away. It's April 2nd. Literally
2 weeks from 2 days. So
2 weeks from Saturday. We are 16 days away. Holy shit. I have not been any less excited for a WrestleMania in my entire life. So far. I'm sure I'll have fun. There's a lot of like shows that have like weak build-ups, and you're like, meh. And those are always the ones that end up being bangers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I really, really hope that they all realize that this has been a poor lead up and they just over deliver during the matches.
Yeah. Yep, I hear you there.
I don't know what I honestly have no idea. I'm really not liking the 3 weeks ish, 2.5 weeks ish lead ups to these random ass matchups to WrestleMania, like Seth and Gunther.
Yep, I'm with you there. That one, okay, so let's talk about that. Does that make any sense to you whatsoever?
No, other than they had to scratch their initial ideas because of injuries. That's the only reason. But
what do you think their initial ideas were?
It was going to be Gunther was going to go against Ray, and then it was going to be Braun and Seth.
I thought we would have Braun back. He was at Raw. There was a picture of him showing up backstage. I mean, it's a hernia surgery, so I don't really know. You got to play that one safe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if the only way that he's not wrestling is if he won't be cleared by then. But if we find out he's going to be cleared, or like he comes out and attacks Seth during WrestleMania or something, like that's going to be stupid. Like, so we could have had Braun and Seth.
Right.
And instead we got Gunther. So I wouldn't be able to make sense of that.
Yeah, exactly. It would just, I don't know. There's really nothing you can do with Braun at this point. unless I don't know something with the tag belts. But
Well, I don't know, because now you got Bronson, or not Bronson. Now you got Austin Theory and Logan Paul with the tag title situation. So it's like Braun doesn't make sense there, but Braun I feel like is kind of bigger than the tag team titles at this point too.
yeah,
So if he could be cleared by Mania, I don't see any scenario that he shouldn't be facing off against Seth. I don't know. This is just stupid. Nobody's going to care about this match.
They could have made the call because Gunther couldn't wrestle Ray because of his injury. And then they were like, well, let's just give Braun a little bit more time. Maybe Braun was clear. Maybe he is clear. But they wouldn't, because they said basically Gunther has to have a match at WrestleMania. Has to. And
this
was the one where they were like, maybe they were just like, let's not rush Braun return and let's just scratch that and then get Gunther versus Seth.
This ain't it. It's just not it, but whatever. All right, let's talk about SmackDown a little bit. Randy Orton opened the show, interrupted by Matt Cardona, who, of course, Randy tried to break his arm the week previous, and basically that builds up into a match later in the evening. Let's see. Nick Aldis comes out and announces Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu is going to happen in an unsanctioned match. So hopefully that'll be good. I was kind of hoping for like a Hell in a Cell or something, because it's been a long time since we've had one of those at Mania. But hopefully they do something cool with this, like go fight out in the streets or some shit. Like, I just hope there's some coolness to this in like moments.
Show up at a house or something.
Yeah, right. The Bella Twins win against Charlotte and Alexa, which is interesting. Big brawl at the end. Irresistible Forces are attacking both of those teams. Bayley and Lyra come out and make the save. So I mean, there's no way we're not getting like a fatal 4-way tag match probably or something.
They already announced it.
Oh, did they? I missed it.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll versus Kit Wilson. So let's talk about this for a second. Jelly Roll was in a whole ass match. I thought this would be like a 2-minute, like he's gonna lose sort of like weird deal thing. Like, I don't know. Jelly Roll beats Kit Wilson with a choke slam. Now, obviously, this was all on Kit Wilson to make this work. And he certainly did. But Jelly Roll's got some damn good charisma inside of a wrestling ring, too. I thought it was entertaining.
Oh, yeah. His promos and him just talking is
his
really
promos are so good. He has no right to be this good at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was cool. Jelly Roll. Yeah, what do we think he's doing at Mania? I mean, he's probably doing something with The Miz, right?
Maybe. Yeah, that's kind of weird too, because he's tied with Randy in this whole situation as well. I understand that.
Well, yeah, true.
Maybe
I don't know if it's been floated like this, but if we had Miz and Kit Wilson versus Jelly Roll and Danhausen, I mean, come on.
Just gonna bring him up.
Wouldn't that be fucking awesome?
Yeah, because the Miz is still cursed, and this could be and Kit Wilson's still cursed.
True. So, good point.
Maybe it turns into a 1-on-1, and then the curse happens or something where it all of a sudden becomes a tag match of some sort.
Good point.
It's probably going to be more of a segment rather than a match, my guess.
I think it'll be a match, but obviously it's going to be more of a, for entertainment and not a classic by any means, but that's what it's supposed to be. The Women's United States Championship, they're trying to do some sort of little build there. Julia defeated Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton wants that U.S. title. Stratton's going to have a match at Mania, I'm sure. The Men's United States Championship, Sami Zayn wins against Carmelo Hayes and obtains the United States Championship, which means he is going to face Trick Williams at WrestleMania. Now, I don't like this whole Trick Williams gets to face the winner of this match. I don't like that. I would have rather they did an open challenge and Trick Williams comes out, but what has Trick Williams done to be the automatic number one contender going into WrestleMania? Like, did I miss something? What has he done?
Nothing. I think he's won maybe 1 or 2 matches, and they weren't even contender matches.
I would have liked if they did yet another multi-man match or something. Like, I know they're doing that for the IC title, but they could have done that for the US title too or something. Just because I think you have enough people who... not having Carmelo be in this, I think, is a travesty for the matches that he's been able to have with several people, especially Ilya. Doesn't make sense.
He's going to get relegated to the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Which isn't even on Mania or even the Mania pre-show anymore. So,
no, I think it was a shitty move. I did not like it. I don't like that they forced Sami Zayn on that.
I'm okay with Sami getting it. But I mean, look at all the backstage back and forth Sami and Cody have had lately. Like, why is Sami not involved in that whole thing somehow? I thought Sami should have won the Rumble, first of all. Second of all, he's had so much back and forth with him and Cody being friends, and they're yelling at each other and whatever, and it's like Sami needs to be like basically next in line for this title. He's had the most interaction with Cody and the most tumultuous relationship as of late, I feel like. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I think they're using Cody because they're using Aleister Black.
That'd be another good one to be wrapped up in all this.
Yeah, and I think everybody and Trick, obviously, and there's someone else too I might be missing, maybe Randy, I don't know. But it's all of them getting in Sammy's head and saying that you need to stop doing it the right way and actually start doing it the wrong way, or you know what I mean? Or
yeah.
Cutting corners. I feel like the way that it should have happened was Trick beats Carmelo for the title, and then Trick goes into WrestleMania as a champion, does the US Open challenge, and then Sami somehow forces or cuts the corner, cuts the line to get into there. That would have been my booking of this one.
Or you have multiple people answer the challenge.
Sure.
Which I think would be cool. Somebody comes out, Nick Aldis goes, hold on. We have another participant for the Open Challenge, and they just keep coming out one at a time.
It would have been all the guys we were just talking about.
Now, speaking of Randy Orton, he posted a clip online of him talking on the phone to someone who nobody knows. But what he told whoever was on the other end of that phone call was that he will see them this Friday in his hometown, St. Louis, on SmackDown. Now, based on anything that has happened since last week when we last spoke about this, do you have a change in who you believe Randy is having these phone calls with?
I don't know. This is so wild. I have zero clue. I threw that idea last time that it was some NXT boys, but
I really don't think, because of Cody being involved, I just don't see how it can be anybody other than The Rock. And I do find the theory interesting that he's talking to the voices in his head. But why would he be on the phone with them, first of all? Second of all, that doesn't sound nearly as appealing as it being The Rock or somebody from Cody's past or something. Here's another theory that I just thought of that I think could be quite interesting. What if it's Arn Anderson?
is he a free agent right now?
He's been with the WWE for a while in some sort of capacity, I think. Or maybe it's even just a Legends contract. But he's been back at WWE in some way for quite a bit now.
Okay. Even if that's so, do you think Randy needs a valet, I guess, at this point?
No, I don't think it would be like that. I just think it is somebody who is from Cody's past in multiple ways. He was A, Cody's coach in AEW. B, he was really close to Dusty, obviously. So like maybe he could be using Arn as insider info more or less, or I don't know, but I think that could be intriguing.
It could,
but
because it would be.
I think the best option still is that it would be The Rock.
I'm nervous to have The Rock, though.
Because you're nervous of a lack of follow through again, or?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Of course, that's fair.
Because he's only going to show up to the big show and then not be.
Which is fine. I'm okay if he only shows up for the big show, but then don't make it seem like we're going down the road with him further and then he just doesn't show up again. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know.
Do you really think that we're gonna see this person tomorrow? I personally don't think.
I don't think you're putting that clip online saying "see you there" if like they don't follow it up, you know.
But it would be a lot better if it was either the Friday night before Mania or the night of Mania, and then
maybe. But I guess it depends on who this person is or what their role is or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, watch it's Brandy.
I don't hate it. That'd be kind of cool, actually, if in storyline, like, Brandy turns on Cody. I don't think anybody would go for it because it's not like Brandy and Cody are a private couple. You know what I mean? Like, it's just they're just so out there. I think people would have a hard time, like, disassociating that. But, on Monday Night Raw, we had Seth Rollins opening Raw with a promo about Mania. Calls out CM Punk, Roman Reigns. I don't like the way this is described. I'm just gonna skip that. What? Okay, cool. Anyways, there's a match on Raw. Jey Uso defeats Finn Balor, which Judgment Day, you know, it's a whole build up leading to obviously Finn and whoever Dom maybe he's gonna go against at Mania is what I think we're kind of thinking is going to happen. I'm definitely looking at a recap from a year ago. There's no way.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. What am I doing?
That doesn't. Yeah,
like
Jey Uso did not.
Like obviously, like we all fucking watch the shows, but like when we're trying to just pull up summaries or something to refresh our memories, and then we just
it was
talk
the
about
Usos
that.
versus the Vision.
All right, well, hold on. I remember very clearly now. Cody came out to start Raw, which I fucking hate this. Like I understand it's MSG, right? But like I still don't think there's any reason Cody should ever be on Raw if he's on SmackDown and has the WWE Championship. But that's neither here or there. So he's talking about Randy Orton, the whole rivalry, you know, whatever. Stephanie comes out, basically starts telling Cody, like, I'm here to give you guidance because you need it. This version of Cody can't beat this version of Randy. Like, we're talking 2009 Randy. Like, you can't do it. And then Cody said something along the lines of, you know what, Stephanie, you're not the best version of yourself either. Like, whatever that was supposed to mean. And then she slapped Cody. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? And then she says some more shit. Stephanie goes to walk out. He turns Stephanie around abruptly. And everybody's like, ooh. And then he just said, thank you. And then he got out of the ring. Like, that was fucking weird. That whole thing was weird. I think they did a good job. It just didn't make any sense.
And he made a Vince McMahon reference too.
Yeah, I don't think that's inherently bad. I don't know.
I'm surprised they let that go through. TKO.
It's not the first time they've said his name.
I don't think they said his actual name. I think didn't they just say my father?
Well, yeah, that's...
I just thought they were going to distance themselves with it.
He who shall not be named. Yeah, I don't know. What
it was weird.
What do you think is going to be the end game for this Cody Randy thing at Mania?
I think they really should have got. I think they should have, or they have time, but I don't think it's enough time to get personal. Get more personal, like use family members, you use all this stuff, because that's what Randy would have done. 2009 Randy.
Mm-hmm.
He would have punted Cody's cousin, or fucking Pharaoh. He would have punted his dog. But obviously he's not gonna. But
well,
I don't know. I think I would be more intrigued in this if it got a little bit more personal.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't disagree. Well, so then we had the Vision, Austin Theory, and Logan Paul defeating the Usos for the World Tag Team Championships in a New York street fight. Usos have a new theme song, which is decent. It's nice that they're going to stop living off Jay's, what got him over, I guess. I show Speed being a part of this. I don't really fully understand how this came up, I guess, but I feel like what this is likely leading to is going to be a 6-man tag match between the Vision and I Show Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight. Yeah. Hopefully not at Mania, because that wouldn't do anything for me. But it's also a shame if LA Knight does get some kind of decent match at Mania. So
I think that's gonna happen next week. That 6-man. What's also shitty is that he's not in the Intercontinental title ladder match.
LA Knight also should have won the Royal Rumble. It should have been LA Knight or Sammy. I thought this was pretty good. Liv Morgan comes out, calls Stephanie Vaquera a bitch. Stephanie comes out, kicks her fucking teeth out. It was pretty sick. And then Roxanne Perez makes her return. And, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez beat the shit down on Stephanie Vaquera. The last time I believe Liv had a match was the beginning of February. I don't believe she's had a match since she returned, right?
I think you're right.
I think this is going to be a good match in terms of in-ring. Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquera, that's good. I think it's going to be good. So, branching off of the 4 women's tag teams that were brawling on Friday, we had Lyra Valkyria and Bayley versus Lash Legend and Nia Jax. Nia Jax and Lash Legend win via disqualification. No shocker. Was this for the titles? I can't recall.
It was.
It was. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, we're still building on what seems to be, to me, more than likely a multi-2 team match at Mania for the women's tag titles. Then, this was fun. Paul Heyman and the Beast come out. Now, Brock Lesnar is dressed to fight. He is in his wrestling gear. He's got the MMA gloves. He's got the shorts with the skull on them. All that shit. They're calling out Obafemi. Lesnar takes the mic. He's like, enough of this. Obafemi, get your ass out here. Raw general manager Adam Pearce comes down. He's like, my job is to preserve our WrestleMania main events. And damn it, that's what I'm going to do. So he's got security. Oba comes out. Security's trying to keep them separated. And then Oba absolutely decimates all of the security people. Brock Lesnar does. Triple H comes out to tries to separate them himself. And I guess more or less that worked for whatever reason. Obviously we were hoping like Lesnar or somebody would fucking just pick up Triple H by the neck and throw him into the crowd. Maybe they do that next week or something. I don't know. It'd be cool if they did something something along those lines.
It definitely got me jacked.
Yeah.
For that match. I think that one is probably the one that's going to look great.
Yeah. The Intercontinental Championship, Penta had an open challenge for the title. I do like the open challenges for the mid-card titles. Now, it's more synonymous with the U.S. title, but I would like if they were both kind of like that. Kofi Kingston ended up answering the challenge.
This was sort of like that, though. He did the open challenge. It was on Twitter. Yeah.
So Penta wins, and after the match, he is getting interviewed in the ring by Jack Redmond and tells everybody, I'm defending this in a ladder match at WrestleMania. Didn't say anything else about who it was against. I would have to assume it's a multi-man. There's always one of those at Mania seemingly every year. But I find it odd, personally, that you have a champion that's like, yeah, I want to fight against 6 other people in a ladder match. Like, why would a champion do that? Like, that's not protecting their reign at all, right? Like, you're just giving yourselves as many chances as you can to lose your title. Even if you're a babyface, like, and yeah, you want to be a fighting champion, I get that, but wouldn't you want to fight against one person in a regular match? I think it's different if it comes from Adam Pearce. He's like, Penta, you're defending that title in a ladder match. Okay, great. I'm all for that. Yeah. I just don't understand it.
True. But they did, I don't know if you caught that. I'm pretty sure they said that they had qualifiers on main event. So
both of these shows are damn near 3 hours long. Why are we doing story-driven, implicating matches on fucking main event that nobody watches? And I'm not going to go watch them because I know those matches are going to be short and scaled down compared to a TV match.
True.
I don't get it. Anyways, Paul Heyman was back out in the ring. He's talking about the Vision's tag title win and all that jazz. Adam Pearce interrupted him, and he said that Boston police had dropped all of the charges against Seth Rollins for Seth having his way with Paul Heyman yet again. He also mentioned that Seth is cleared to compete. Heyman was surprised by this. And then all of a sudden, Heyman feels a steel chair to his back via one Sethward Rollins. Rollins was about to hit the stomp on Heyman yet again, and then from out of nowhere, Gunther grabs him, pulls him out of the ring, and puts him in a sleeper. And basically now we're getting Gunther and Seth at Mania, which nobody wants. It's out of nowhere. It makes no sense. There's no build-up. There's no reason for them to be fighting. This doesn't make... Now, obviously, they're going to try to get there storyline-wise somehow, but at face value, based on what we saw so far, this ain't it.
It's too last minute. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And then there's just no tie between them at all.
Exactly. Also, I think the only way that WWE's thing is if they can make it super personal, super aggressive, and they're like coming out every week and wanting to kill each other, that's the only way that they'll do it so fast and make it like doable for booking. And this, I don't know. I'm kind of over that. It's just, I don't know. I don't really think there's anything that they can do with Seth and Gunther to make it at like any.
No, Braun and Seth are the Vision and Seth. That's the story. Seth should not be involved with anything else at this point. But what are you gonna do? I guess. In the final match of the night, it was Io Sky versus Raquel Rodriguez. I don't really know where we're going with this. It's been fun to see Raquel be able to do well from a single standpoint, and I think that'll just continue. Raquel defeats Io Sky. Raquel doesn't have a WrestleMania match as of right now, and she really should. She should be. I mean, obviously the women's IC title is tied up. Obviously, the women's world championship is already spoken for with Liv and Stephanie Vaquer, and Raquel and Liv are both in the Judgment Day still.
Did you see the botch?
Ooh, oh, yes. Io dumping herself on her head.
Yeah.
Doing a suicide dive. Someday, somebody's going to get badly hurt because look at how many times somebody has caught their foot on the middle rope trying to jump out and it hooks them and they just go down.
Yeah.
At some point, this is going to be a move that they're going to have to scale back on because somebody's going to get hurt. Nobody's going to be allowed to do it anymore. But we're not there yet. Otherwise, boy, the closing segment of the show was kind of a doozy. I think the Punk and Roman Reigns feud needed this. I think that it took people by surprise to see Punk come out on top of Reigns as physically as he did in this particular segment due to the GTS, the power bomb through the announce table is what kind of surprised me. Punk got Reigns up fairly easily and kind of just had his way with him in that power bomb. And of course, the whole time, there's people that are trying to stop this from happening, and it's not. Then after this is done, show's going off the air, Punk proceeds to stand on the barricade, tell the fans to go fuck themselves, and then jizz all over them. So, that's 2 weeks in a row now that jizz has been involved in this feud. And I'm here for it, baby.
That's really not helping any guy's case when people are like, oh yeah, you're just watching a bunch of sweaty guys wrestle each other and talk about jizz.
Hey, whatever, man.
I'm here for it though.
Yep. I don't disagree. I've gotten a lot more excited for this match. Now, what I still hope to happen is we get a Punk title victory and a heel turn. If Punk is still going to be a babyface, he should be losing this title. And that's where I'm at with this. I don't think Roman should win regardless. We've seen how many extended title reigns from Roman. What could we possibly see with a Roman title reign that we haven't seen before? We haven't seen a Punk heel a title run in over 10 years. And with a fresh new talent pool and the evolution of Punk, I think that's where this should go coming out of Mania.
It's tough. Yeah, I wonder. Okay, going that route, who do you think is his next opponent then? Who would even be the most logical after Roman?
I really don't want to see Punk and Seth again.
No, I think that's like let's wait another 2 years or something like that, and then get a big version of that.
I mean, we could go back to LA Knight and Punk. That could be good.
LA to lose.
We've seen Balor and Punk, but I think if they someday after Punk has the title for a bit as a heel, you go back to Balor Punk and Balor wins, I'd be all right with that.
As a face.
Yep. I mean, Penta, you can do Penta.
He's probably going to lose his title.
I mean, who else is even going to be in that ladder match with Penta?
It's going to be, it's Rusev, Javon Evans.
Yes. Yep.
Dragon Lee.
Yep. Okay.
Penta, and there's one other person.
They didn't announce this, right?
They did.
The participants of the match?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? I did not see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is all of the info? Because I only see
JD McDonough is the last one.
JD.
So it's Penta, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, Rusev, and Javon Evans.
So there's only 6 of them. I'm not a fan of this. I think we could use one or two people that are bigger names in this match. Yeah. In my opinion, I think JD's a good addition to this for sure. And with Dom not being in this, then that just all but tells me that we're gonna see Dom and Balor at Mania, and I don't really know who else you can throw in there though. I feel like we're kind of the mid card's pretty much just what it is on Raw. I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't even. Yeah, now I'm thinking of like SmackDown people.
Yeah, and I keep doing the same. I would like to see Aleister Black have something at Mania also.
Same.
I've always been a big fan of his in-ring and just his character work in general, and I think him and Zelina are a great pairing.
In life and on WWE.
Yeah. God, I'm just trying to think. There's nothing else, I guess, I can really say that's jumping out to me. Yeah, McDonough, Lee, Penta, Javon Evans, Rusev. That's it?
Yeah.
Well, we could see more. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw one or two more, because they never said how many people are going to be in it.
They didn't, but they said that they held it on main event specifically for this.
Bro, let's get Joe Hendry in there. Why not? I bet he gets called up this year. I mean, he's the NXT champ now. They gave it to him damn near as soon as he signed with WWE.
We will know more on Stand and Deliver, because Stand and Deliver, I think, is on Friday. And if he loses that title, Oh yeah, bro is going to be doing some stuff at Mania.
Yes, you're not wrong. And I think there stands to be a chance that he does lose it because it's a fatal four-way. If I'm not mistaken, it's Tony D'Angelo, Ricky Starks, and Ethan Page, correct?
Yeah, that's right. And then JC Jane is the same one.
Mm.
If she loses, she's most likely coming up.
I think she'd be a good one to bring up. Yeah. Well, I can't say I got a lot else offhand. I think we kind of covered it all. Curious to see what happens on SmackDown tomorrow with Randall Keith Orton for sure. And I'd love to see more of that Danhausen as well.
Same. Did you see that Drew's cat died?
Yeah, that's sad.
It is sad, but they're gonna totally use it.
I don't think so, because in the CVV interview that came out with Drew McIntyre today, he said that's something he would never ever like bring up in a promo with Punk because it's too personal. So I would venture to guess Drew probably doesn't want that brought up himself. But also it just doesn't make sense for the Fatu and Drew storyline either.
Well, he's talking about his kids taking food off off their table or whatever for kids.
What?
Did you not hear that promo?
You know, that's different. It's different than your pet actually dying.
I mean, if you're talking about your kids.
Yeah, but like they're not talking about one of their kids is dead. Like it's different.
I mean, that is two different things, yes.
Yeah. Like if somebody's kid died, they sure wouldn't bring that up either.
I would hope not. But they sure do love bringing up Dusty's death.
You're not wrong, but also I think a lot of that probably has to do with the fact that like anytime Cody talks about Dusty, he starts crying. So of course they can always use that against him because it's like one of his vulnerable points.
I don't see why there's a do and don't when it comes to the animals, because they also said it about.
I don't think it's a do and don't. It's just like Drew's like, I would never do that to him because I get it now.
Maybe.
I don't know that anybody ever used Larry against CM Punk in a promo.
I'm pretty sure Roman just did, didn't he?
No, I don't think so.
I'll have to look back. I'm almost positive he did.
I don't think so. I could see Punk shooting that one down pretty hard.
Maybe. I don't know. Punk did use his dead dad, so.
Yeah, but that's no different than using Dusty either. And also, Punk didn't even say anything bad. He just said his father's dead, which, I mean, where's the lie?
I mean, you don't have to lie. You just bring it up, so it makes him sad.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know, it's dumb.
Maybe. Maybe it is.
Yeah,
what's the plan for WrestleMania then, huh? We gonna just do a live stream and bring anybody on?
I think so. I know Josh expressed some interest. So we'll talk to him. I was at the dog park with him the other day, and it came up, so I think that's a possibility.
All right.
So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, I believe.
We'll get someone on there.
Oh. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Absolutely. Well, man, everybody else, want to thank you for listening to not only yours, but your mother's and your grandmother's and your great-great-grandmother's and your great-great-great-grandmother's and your great-great-great-great-grandmother's favorite wrestling podcast, Unprofessional in Wrestling. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button right here on YouTube. Hit that like button. Throw us a comment. Share this video somewhere to one of your many grandmothers, perhaps, if you'd like to. That'd be neat. Yeah, that subscribe button's pretty important. Make sure you hit that. Make sure you follow along because it's WrestleMania season, baby. We're on the road to WrestleMania, and we've got a WrestleMania live stream coming up here in a couple weeks, which we haven't done for a while. That's quite exciting. Yeah, we enjoy doing those. So, anyways, everybody, we'll give you a salute, and we'll see you next week right here on Unprofessional Wrestling, brother.